And there will be great hatred in the shepherds and elders toward each other. For there will be great jealousy in the last days. For everyone will say what is pleasing in his own eyes, and they will make of no effect the prophecy of the prophets which were before me. And they will also make these visions of mine of no effect, in order to speak after the impulse of their own hearts. They'll tell you what you want to hear as it relates to this book, to fit in to the circumstances of the times, just so that you can continue to come and have a seat at their table. Because they are puffed up off of only self-righteousness. They would rather dilute the truth to you and limit the flow of the Holy Spirit in its effect to pour outward to you that truth, out of fear of those that manage the time and of losing the interest of people that will come and sit with them, rendering them ineffective. Jealous of one another, shepherds of the house of God, jealous and territorial. Within the house of God. The Bible is speaking to the leaders. The Apocrypha is speaking to leaders. This was on my spirit. When we listen to 1 Samuel and the elders coming to Samuel and saying, we want a king. This is the elder saying, we reject God. We don't want God to lead us. Friends, I'm here to tell you, if people reject you, don't take it personal. Why wouldn't they? They've rejected their God. They reject God. I'm here to tell you, you can get so caught up in this dream that you will get completely beside yourself. The level of power that comes from all the things of God's system allows you to get completely beside yourself. It corrupts you. That's how powerful it is. And we see this within the book of 1 Samuel, with the elders coming to Samuel and saying, we don't want to be led by God. And they use a manipulation based on a truth. Instead of them coming to Samuel and saying, Samuel, your children are doing unrighteousness. Let us do something about it. How do we as men, sovereign leaders of this house, fix this problem? That's what ownership is. Instead of them doing that, they concoct a manipulation based on truth, but a truth that they could do something about. A truth that if they were righteous and in alignment with God, they would have gone in a whole other direction. It wouldn't even have crossed their mind to get a king. It wouldn't even have been an idea. They would have seen themselves capable of solving the problem, and that which they could not have solved, they knew that God would come in and solve on their behalf. But because they didn't align properly, they could not have had the right intention in heart. They come with a manipulation and they use a truth that they could solve and eradicate to justify their manipulation. And the manipulation was, let's get Samuel to coerce God in giving us a king. And we're going to use Samuel's children to justify it. So now Samuel will go to God in another manipulative spirit because he feels seen by us and fearful, because I know if he knows that we see what his children is doing, that God sees it. We're going to use Samuel as the excuse. We're going to get Samuel in trouble. And if Samuel goes to God and says, the people say that they want to get a king, and God says, why? Or God, all you got to do is just look into it. He'll find the root of it. He'll say, oh, Samuel's children are wicked. And then he'll reprimand Samuel's children, or he'll reprimand Samuel for allowing his children to do such things. But God does not do that. God sees straight through it. He sees the root of it. And this is my word to you all today. Your manipulations are in vain, friend. All of them. You are wasting your time with conjuring them. God sees the root of it, friend. You can't fool it. All you do is expose your hand and lead yourselves down a longer road of self-realization. As I said, this is the beginning of this type of activity. And what we will find is, in the book of Isaiah, Isaiah speaks to